Coming at you live from the Toy Division live stream. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the chat. I hope everyone is fine. Wednesday again. Crazy. Crazy.
It's flying by, isn't it?
It's scary. It feels like during the lockdown period, time went like slow.
Yeah.
Days felt like years. And now we're out of it and we can do stuff for the weekends. The weekend has just gone.
And it's like, oh look, it's August, basically.
You know, right? Yeah.
So
we have a special guest with us this time, because we're going to have to introduce him, because you've probably forgotten who he is. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Andy's Toys and Models.
Who's that? Never seen him before in my life.
I know, right?
I'm alive. I'm well. I'm okay.
He is another weekend warrior.
Yeah. He's a Wednesday warrior.
I'm the part-time Wednesday warrior, full-time weekend warrior.
Part-time Wednesday. We're just saying, Andy, it's mad, isn't it? Like how the year just seems to have gone after it stood still, and now the car boots are back. They'll be gone as quick as they came back.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a lot of ours finished
last night,
November time.
Yeah,
he's here. Don't worry. Evening Dark Lycan.
Hello.
Oh wait, Andy again. No, Andy. Yeah, he's back. Oh my God. The Red superstar.
Me and Aaron are just going to drop off, mate. This is all you, Andy. Everyone's been
everyone has literally been like, while we've been trying to hold the fort, while you've been off fighting ninjas and doing whatever you want to do, going out for meals and stuff, we've been holding it, and we've been getting berated by people. Where's Andy?
I've watched them back, and I don't know, it's quite nice to feel like I missed. So thank you.
Well, you are missed, mate, because we don't know anything about Battle Beast or Willow, so we needed you back.
And no one asked anything about either.
Hello, mate. Vic's in the chat. Hello, Vic.
Hello.
Howdy, Vic.
Howdy, Simpson artist, self-help hero. Hello. Welcome to the chat, everyone. If you're in the chat, say hello. Guys, welcome again. It feels like so long. This is 2 weeks now since we've all been together.
Yeah, it is 2 weeks, because I missed the last two.
So it's 3 weeks.
Beachhead Faker, look forward to the cheers, mate. Welcome. Paula, welcome. Colin, welcome. Putting down some money at the weekend, I see, Colin.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
We want Andy. Yeah, I want to see like those like wrestling signs, like
foam finger.
Stop it, guys! I'm gonna get a big ego and have to retire and stuff.
Dave, we have to do something to keep it going. We have to do something for your likes.
David's gonna hate my buys this week.
I know Dave's gonna hate my buys as well. Death Star vintage.
I've only got one lot of buys.
No, we didn't pick that up at the car boot mark, so we haven't got that to show off. We normally pick up hundreds of them at the car boot, so.
I mean, Star Wars is just saturated at car boot sales.
Yeah, you know, we're just throwing yak faces and vintage Jawa, Final Cut Jawa away. He's like, nah, I don't need them.
Bored of them now. Too many.
Toy Rush. Hello. Stormy T. Hello, mate. Universal Collector. Hello. Three Amigos are back.
Three Amigos are back.
Well, two Amigos and one part-timer, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm going to get this for a long time.
Culture. Hello, mate.
I'm going to get ripped for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, you're always going to get ripped.
Yeah.
Zook's Pop Culture. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Yes, great seeing you on Saturday. We will be talking about Medway Toy Fair in a bit. We really enjoyed it. We really loved it. So we can't wait to come back.
I particularly loved getting stuck on the roof of a multi-story car park at 6 o'clock in the morning.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Screaming at Aaron down the phone that I'm going home because I took the wrong turn. Yeah, that was good.
Ben, hello, mate. Hello,
mate. Ben, hope your shoulder's feeling a bit better, mate.
Yes.
Yeah,
hope your shoulder is feeling
X-ray
better.
looked bad.
Has that rumor? No, I have not heard it. We'll be checking it in a second. Scooby Strap Picker, hello, dude. Welcome to the chat. Hello.
Scooby?
Right,
it's Scooby.
Snoopy. I thought it said Scooby. Yeah, sorry. I'm all excited. There's people. It's just...
It's why we wear glasses, mate. Don't worry, I do it all the time.
You know, right. Simo, welcome to the chat, dude. I hope you're good as well. Good to see you, Andy. Right, as Andy's the special guest, dude, have you had any pickups?
Well, I have. Well, I mean, I'm not going to go through the last 2 weeks because obviously I haven't been around. But my last thing that I picked up was an old bag Willow stickers. Now, originally, I got tagged in the post.
That was Mr. Dave Blade, wasn't it? Tagged you up in that.
Yes, yeah, I got tagged in it, and before I even read it, I just said how much for everything. I didn't even realise how many there was. And then the guy messaged me and was like, "You want all of them?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" And I ended up with quite a few packets of Willow stickers. I didn't even realise what. Yeah, some of them are like half open, some of them are fully sealed. But I don't think I'm going to open them. I also want a laptop. I've kind of got with times and bought a laptop, but yeah, there's quite a few there. I don't think I'm going to open them.
I think you should.
No, because I generally really like the film. Like I have a real strong thing for Willow. These are sort of things that these don't pop up. Like,
do you have the album?
No, and I've been looking to get one. It turns out they're very expensive.
What, complete or just an empty album?
No, just the Willow album is actually quite expensive. Like the WWE, you know, I won some stickers from Nostalgic Jack, and I looked into getting the album for that. And there's the pink one that I remember from a kid. It was like 25 quid complete. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad. So I was going to get it, and I've ended up putting it on the back burner just because of life and needing money for other things. But
Willow stickers.
Dude, Willow ones, a complete one I found in like America for like $200.
Buy it.
I can imagine.
I can
imagine.
Let the magic begin, mate.
I can imagine. I can imagine it's only probably you.
A Willow photo album, a sticker album for $200. But I'm worried that if I open these and I don't have a full set, then I'm going to have to find the full set, and I'm going to end up spending more than 200 quid on a complete book.
So,
if that makes
100% there, you're not having got a full set there.
Let's just call them Schrodinger's Willow stickers. That it is and is not a full set. You do and you do not have a full set.
Awesome. I mean, that it's such cool artwork. Like, it's really cartoony, which is kind of really budget, but I actually really enjoy it.
Like, I like it. I dig it.
It's cool.
Yeah, there's loads of misprints as well. So I guess they were just on a massive run, and where they get like cut, loads of them have like all the words are cut out, or like it's kind of cool to have.
Look at him, Aaron. Look at him trying to make Willow stickers more exciting with his misprints and his.
I'm now trying to find one pack that is actually open that I can get out just to show you what's inside. But now I've mixed them all up, and I'm like, oh crap. Or my flat's so hot that they've all kind of welded back together.
They've resealed. Hello, Pete.
Okay. Okay, I think this one I don't have to open it, but
Females knows.
Yeah,
Females knows.
It's like basically open.
Craig, welcome to the chat.
Hello, mate.
Okay, so this one literally they just fell out, so I couldn't open it. I can't even. Okay, I have to look in the camera and see what we've got. So we've got Willow when he's captive. No, is that? Yeah. So there's Willow and Mad Mardigan. Yeah. Took me a while to get their name there. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Mad Mardigan.
These are like actual like screenshots, I guess, from the film. They're pretty cool.
Stickers are normally scenes from the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. He's off to get Ezra.
On a boat.
Yeah. Look at him. Anyway. Oh, that's a two-piece. Now I'm like, I should open the others to get the top bit.
I hate two pieces. I hate two, cool, especially football ones. So you get half a stadium. Oh,
yeah. No, or you just
get half the team photo.
Half the team, yeah.
Surely the ones are worse where you just get the legs.
Yeah.
You just get the legs of a character of a footballer and he's like ball. But yeah. Yeah, so no, I'm not opening them. But anyway, that's it. I've also done like a Mario collection, which Rob from Robbo Toys added to on Saturday, which was very nice.
Oh, what? Yeah, your Mario, your Mario film, your Mario Super Brothers.
Yeah, they're in the cabinet, and I can't actually get them because they've been put behind everyone.
You got two goobers now, haven't you?
Yeah, so one's like an exclusive. I'm not really. There was like a playset, and only came with the playset.
Cool.
Which I didn't realize until. Yeah.
Very few figures made of John Leguizamo, even though he's in loads of films. And that
Luigi, right?
And Luigi is one of them. Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't realize it was him until I googled it after getting the figure. I was like, "Who's this guy?" And then I was like, "Shit, this guy is literally in everything."
It's because he's not aged. He's crazy young looking still. Yeah.
Because he has loads of mushrooms in Mario Brothers.
That's what it is. He hangs out at John Wick. That's the problem.
But yeah, so that's my pick. Not technically toys, but still nostalgia filled fun.
Still cool. Worth the 3 week wait, mate, for some Willow stickers.
Yeah, it kind of escalated quite quickly.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's cool.
Actually,
cool.
I think C. Moyles, I think, if I'm getting all the names correct. No, maybe it wasn't C. Moyles. I think because people's names on Facebook are different to Instagram and different to YouTube. I'm sure there's someone who commented saying they want like one pack after I bought all of them. I can't remember who it was now. But
and the answer is no.
No, I'm sure there is. If I go back through, the power of the laptop and my phone is free, I could try and go back and find the person.
I mean, the answer is no, that you're not relinquishing any stickers unless you had 2 packs that were open and they were the same.
Oh no, they cost me quite a bit. I'd relinquish at least 10.
Oh. The question is though, will anyone pay what you paid for them? That is the big question, isn't it? So
yeah, moving on.
Anything?
Yeah, man, I've got a couple of bits. I'll hammer through it. Got a couple more Garbage Pail Kids.
Nice.
The collection throwing. That's Ghastly Ashley. Doesn't really work with Mike. Or Ghastly Ashley. Little Garbage Pail Kid. And TV Stevie. Yeah. Really cool. I got this. I ordered some Thundercats for a friend of mine from Craig from Nerdbase. Oh, sorry, the Garbage Pail Kids were from Plastic Crack Collectibles, who sorted me out last time as well. So thanks to them.
Great name.
Yeah, spoke to Craig, and was ordering some Thundercats, original like vintage ones for a friend of mine. And he went, "Anything else you want, mate?"
Did you get them?
Cost. I was like, "Yeah." So I stuck.
There we go.
Remember the Ash? I was like, "I'm not buying it, boys." So I bought that.
So of course, everyone who's seen our video from Nerdbase would have known that he was arming and ahhing about that all day.
There was even messages after we were there. I should have got it. We'll just get it. Well, no, I'm not going to get it. And now look at him.
Well, I got
sitting in traffic on the M25.
Yeah. Should have bought it.
Could have got it.
Boys. But there we go. So I got that as well, which is cool. I obviously got. I got the new Elite 77 Rick Rude last week.
Yep.
Well, I got the variant this week.
Is that the chase one?
Yeah, it's got the sweet yellow pants with the picture himself on the buttocks. Someone the other week mentioned, and I kind of went, I don't think so, about
the jacket and the
jacket rubbing. And I must apologise. I stand massively corrected. They absolutely have repackaged it now, so the jacket is not on him. Because if you can see this, put me bigger, Aaron. Let me see it. It trying to get the light right. It does actually. It's rubbed off on there.
Yeah, you can see you can see black on his trousers.
Yeah, it's basically ruined it, and the other one as well on the arms. So it does come off.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the major pod mentioned all that, didn't they?
Yeah, it might have been you that said that, and I was like, I don't think so. It's not made that material. Well, I stand massively corrected.
No, I think when I watched it back, it was someone, and I think they've commented already to say like evening. I can't remember the name.
I think it's probably Jimmy Crane. I think he's.
Yeah, well, apologies.
He's well into these stuff.
I make no bones that I don't know anything about anything, but I regularly present it as if like, I know best, but no, absolutely right. And having bought the figures now, yes, it's rubbed off. Hannah says I should email Mattel, but I don't think they're going to give a hoot.
Please do an angry email this week, and we'll come back to Dan's Corner next week.
Yeah.
You can tell us to reply. Yeah.
Dear Mattel, as an avid Rick Rude fan, right?
Yeah.
So I was on a wrestling hype, and I'm not going to tell you what I've ordered that hasn't turned up. So I sold about 300 wrestlers over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I'm buying the ones that I actually want, and I'm getting there. I got these the other day. This was an on the whim, an off the cuff buy. Breezango.
Yeah.
So Tyler Breeze and Fandango.
What has he got? Is that like a feather duster?
It's a selfie stick.
See, I hate their gimmick, but I think they're really good wrestlers.
Dude, their gimmick is banging.
What is the gimmick?
Is it
the fashion popo? Come on, man. The fashion police.
Fashion police. Yeah, I'm with you.
Brilliant. And I've also finally admitted to myself that I'm buying figures that of the guys that I love. I've got all the ones I want from the old stuff and just some of the new ones. So I'm not going to tell you they are, but I've bought some new ones. I need Demolition. I need them because they're my favorite tag team of all time. And I managed to get hold, and there's a specific series that I want, and this is Crush from that series.
Is that the classics?
It's the Elite Legends.
Okay.
And I'm so the class. Some of them have got like trousers and the BDSM harnesses are like painted on as opposed to actually separate things. I want these ones. So I'm looking for Axe and Smash, but they seem to either be not available or kind of pretty serious money. I'm prepared to drop the cash in it, but I just can't find them. So anyone in the chat, if you have any hookups, links to Axe and Smash of that series, let me know and I'll buy them.
I'm looking forward to this man coming out.
Oh yeah, he's coming, man.
I'm looking forward to the Otis Elite.
Well,
he's hard to get. I think he's the one that like, everyone's.
Yeah, he's one people are stockpiling in America. You'll get him, man. I'm looking forward to the AEW Series 2 because the Lucha Brothers are going to be in that, and they're some of my faves, so I'll be getting them. And then lastly, just a total weird one. I did a trade with on Saturday at Chatham. I did a trade with Ken, Back to the Toys Ken, legend that he is. And I just saw these sitting in his box. I'm like, what are they? I said, hey, Dick Tracy. He said, yeah. So I did a little trade with him. They're so weird. Look at the faces on these.
What
There you go. Is that in? That's it. Right, I'm back to front. Look how weird these are. But they're like floppy. They're like and they're made by Disney, but the faces on them, they're so perfectly ugly. I'm like, well, I gotta have them. So yeah, I did a little trade, so I got them, and really happy with them. They're just weird, like weird stuff. They're just weird.
Is Dick Tracy Disney?
No, I don't. I mean, possibly Warner Brothers. But these are certainly the tags on them are made by. I've got Disney tags on them. I just love them. I'll keep an eye out if there's any more of the bad guys because I love how ugly they are.
Yeah,
they are awesome. They go well with all the other like little randomy kind of.
Yeah, it's right up my street. So yeah. So that is what I have received this week, basically.
Decent.
Man, I think Ken also sorted me out army hands, but I've laid them out and I can't pick them all up. Damn it!
I did a trade with Bizarro's pieces, and I've left that in the. I put it in with like the table covers from the day.
Yeah.
So that's all still in the shed, completely unprepared.
I see in the comments, Jimmy said he's bought a lot of mixed wrestling figures.
That's 400 of them.
If you happen across the Demolition, mate, let me know and I'll give you £100 back for just those two.
There's
interesting to see the pictures.
Yeah,
there's a few wrestling figure Facebook groups.
I'm on a couple. I've asked, but the general consensus is you and everyone else, mate. And they're easy to get over in America, and even then they're. I could buy them right now on eBay, but the customs just pushes it over the top.
It was a Disney movie.
There you go.
Touchdown.
There you go.
All this Shinobi. Cool.
Old school Shinobi. All this knowledge. Yeah, excellent. So, Aaron, have you picked up anything?
I want to give my first pickup, which was from Dark Lycan in the chat. So a massive shout out to him. He sent me loads of. If you remember that in a car boot video I did, I picked up a morpher that I said needed keys to use it.
Yeah.
He got a load at the car boot sale, and he sent me loads of them as a free gift.
That's awesome.
So little ranges there.
How do they work? You put them in and you do like it's morphing time.
Yeah.
So
the premise of the got those ones there as well. The premise of the idea of the morpher is that they can basically choose what Power Ranger they want it to be. And
right, okay.
They're like keys.
Ah.
Yeah.
And again, fully unprepared for it. I forgot to bring the morpher up. So yeah, you stick the morpher in, and I think it makes a sound, and it will go like Red Ranger sort of thing, and the person
key sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So was this something that was in the TV series where people could choose whether you were like a Mighty Morphin or if it was Zeo or if it was Dino Thunder or that's my knowledge one.
Do you not remember, Andy, that episode where they bent themselves fully in half, and a key slammed out of their back? You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, missed out.
That was the Pornhub Power Ranger episode.
Right. My fans, only fan, whatever it's called.
Yeah, your OnlyFans version. So yeah, big out to Dark Lycan on there. Go follow him on Instagram, and he's in the toy division. Always getting great stuff from the car boot sales. He must be literally. I've said this to him. I play Xbox with him on a Thursday night, and seriously, he must be the only person in Scotland buying toys because his hauls out.
Smashing it.
Oh, love it. Well done, mate. He also sent me this as a little freebie as well. One of the what's it? Mystery Mini figures. Loyal Subjects, that's the name.
That's it, yeah.
So it's sealed, so I have no idea what's in it.
Open it, find out right now.
It could be any of them. I'm kind of hoping it's the Laserbeak. Or any of them.
Open it right now, let him know.
Open up, mate.
What do you reckon it's going to be?
Transform.
Transform.
Yeah, transform. Do.
The ultimate switcheroo. He's put a little Power Ranger in there, mate. Rebagged it, resealed it. What a treat.
The Vinyl Cape Jawa.
Got too many of them.
It's Rumble.
Yay! That's pretty cool.
He's got like a little bit of movement.
Oh yeah, because the shock bits come out like.
Yeah, he's one of Soundwave's tapes, isn't he?
Yeah,
that's sweet.
Comes out and makes like. That's awesome.
Is it? Doesn't he say something like in the cartoon? Like first we crack the eggs, first we crack the shell, then we crack the egg, something like that.
He's got like a really always cool came out with some weird little sayings, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Cheers for that. What else? I opened up the two figures I got from Nerdbase.
The Trooper looks pretty awesome, actually.
He is, but I don't know if this is like a design problem or something, or he's just been encased. But I cannot get his arm to bend.
The ball bearing.
I don't know if it's just seized up, but basically, like I don't know if probably gonna snap it live on camera. If you can see it there, literally that.
Could you sort of rest him in hot water just to try and loosen it?
That's what I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing the hot water technique on him, but like this, like as you can see here, this arm,
all the way.
You see how easy that was there just to move it, but yeah, that arm there it's a bit annoying. It's not the end of the world, but
I think the only way to fix that, mate, is a strongly worded letter to Hasbro.
Oh yeah, well you write your letter to Mattel, and I'll write my letter to Hasbro, and we'll see who comes off.
And I'll write mine to Panini and say that the Willow stickers are coming undone.
If you read your letter to Panini asking for Willow stickers, they'll probably be like, "Didn't we have a box of that sitting around here somewhere?"
Threw them away. When I'm writing my letter, I'm also going to mention that I don't really understand why it looks like Rick Rude's had his fingers smashed in half. Like look how bent they are.
That's the harder one to get right. That's the sort of sought after one.
It is
the other one you were saying.
It looks like he's putting the shocker off.
He is whopping a shocker, but mate, that is next level shocker. It's the spocker.
Fucking.
But Andy,
was it like three in the pink and
both figures are the same. It's not this individual figure is broken. That is the hand mold for Rick Rude. It's terrible, isn't it?
That's
and you think, that's all right, because you can put his hands behind his head and he could give it the old cut the music. Oh, yeah. No, just like Andy's ball joints, that's as far as they go. Aaron's ball joints, it doesn't close. So
and I have a box of goodies here.
You're not going to open it live, are you?
Well, that's the thing. I could open it live. I could not. So
it's going to be like Russell, crinkle, crankle. Can you just not open it?
I'll open the box and see what's in there. But that's if the chat wants me to. So let us know in the chat that if you want to see what's in this box of goodies, and it's from In Demand Toys. So
let us know how we should open it as well. I think he shouldn't be able to lose his hands. He's either got to use his teeth or his feet to open it.
And he can only use toenail cutters. He can't use a real knife.
That's it. You can smash your face into it until it opens. That's fine.
And if anyone's on the chat that does see blood, call 999.
And then
let us know if you want to see this box opened and see what's in it.
I'm just going to quickly grab. I did mention at the show we were at, Ken, we did like a little trade thing for some army ants. And there's one that has probably become one of my favorite. Well, I say this every week. Every figure is my favorite figure, but this one is just awesome. Like, give me 2 seconds,
mate.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm getting a bit excited, Aaron. Have you just seen what Jimmy's put in the in the group chat?
Seconds. The cabinet's right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Check out this pink, like, sort of samurai Mr. Miyagi style.
It's like a with shiny muscle man
ninja star. Yeah, but it comes with a ninja star.
And to think you weren't going to get them off Ken, mate. Come on.
Yeah,
and it is Ken's Back to the Toys. Isn't it Toys?
Yeah. I really appreciate Rob Mario's, but the Mario figures are too far in the cabinet to get out, so I can't grab them as quickly. But the army ants are just sort of dotted around the place. But yeah, this guy. When I saw him, I was like, man, that's awesome. It's like Mr. Miyagi of the ant world.
Mm. It's like a box of dreams.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy's
for a show.
It's Jimmy's next comment. Just tipped a bag on the floor and he sees demolition face paint. I'm like,
he's just teasing you in. He's teasing you in.
Around with me. It's bloody thing, isn't it?
That's the little tickler. It's a little tickler.
I like the next comment.
It's the tickler. It's not the full spot. Smash it open, yeah.
Steve Lilly, is it toys or vegetables in the box? Because that makes a difference in my choice. It's 100% toys. It's 100% non-sustainable.
The amount of stuff that Aaron orders, I'll be surprised if he remembers if it's toys or vegetables.
It was probably vegetables like 100 years ago when it was in the ground. So yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes. So I just want to say, everyone, thank you very much for joining the chat, because I know our friends Ed Retro Geek Out is also doing a live chat at the same time. So big shout out to him. Please don't go over there. Stay with us.
Big milestone for him, though. Big.
Yeah, massive. He's hit 20,000 subs on YouTube, which is amazing. So well done, Ed.
I think Ed might have stopped speaking to me now, and rightly so, because we were chatting earlier on messages. And he's putting together something about the orange carded Series 12 Hasbros, and said like, "I know what are your thoughts on them?" And I was like, "Well," and was like, "Yeah, cool." Yeah,
information overload.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't information. That's the point. It was just bad opinion. Oh man, nothing unfortunate about that. It's cool that it's a Hasbro. I have 2 sets of Demolition Hasbro, one with mask, one without, and I have the Axe and Smash signed by Axe and Smash when I met them.
And you may have a carded set, I believe.
And I've got a carded set, but it's the annoying carded set.
I've forgotten about it.
No, I did. It's a lovely gentleman, Andy's Toys and Models, hooked me up. It's the annoying carded set where Axe and Smash are actually labelled the wrong way around.
That's called a variant, and it's worth quadruple.
It's a misprint, but I believe it's more common than the right way. But
it is.
They are very cool, and I appreciate that. Andy. Although we traded well. It was a fair trade.
Yeah. No, I reckon it was a fair trade.
It was friendship they traded.
Yeah.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah, Andy was trying to buy my friendship, and I was giving him none of it.
Hey, leave me alone.
We got 3 weeks.
We got 2 weeks of digs to get on on you.
Yeah.
So.
You guys ripped me to pieces in the chats. I wasn't here. Jesus Christ,
mate! You should
defend yourself.
You should have heard what we said about you before and after it was recorded.
Annoyingly, when you watch it back, you can't read the comments. So I don't know what was said in the comments.
I believe you can.
Genuinely. Oh, maybe now I have a laptop I can, but on my phone.
Yeah. Now you're in the 21st.
They come up in real time.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
so last weekend we went to Medway Toy Fair, and we all had a stall, a gazebo-sized stall, which was amazing. So Zooks, where is he? There is his last comment. Zook's in the chat. If he's still in there, dude. He runs the comic book shop in the Pentagon Shopping Centre in Chatham.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoping it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, because all the names are different. I'm always like, who the hell is that?
You know. So he organises a toy fair with Robbo Toys. Robbo Toys helps him out. And unfortunately for me, the last 2 times it's been on, I've been busy, and I was supposed to be in last month's one, but obviously,
what
happened?
It got pulled about 4 days beforehand, didn't it? So
yeah. So we got pulled over. We finally got to do it. I wouldn't say I've been kind of going off toys, but I've been really having like a toy revelation at the moment about buying stuff and all this sort of stuff. But the fact that we got to do a fair and got to be out selling stuff, chatting to people, just rekindled a lot of it for me, because it was like, because it was all just sitting there doing nothing, and it was like, it was like kind of like, oh, I've got all this stuff and I can't do anything about it. But I had an amazing day. Like, I enjoyed it. Zooks, I'm really sorry I was the last person to come out.
Yeah, was you? I knew you would be.
I was literally the last person out.
When I was leaving, there was a few comments going around about the last to leave the building, and I was like, Aaron.
The toy division, if you've ever seen any of the Rambo films, particularly Rambo 2, First Blood Part 2, our basic theory is exactly opposite, and that we always leave a man behind. And it's and it's normally always Aaron, because his setup is so outlandishly extravagant. Me and Andy just throw toys on a table. Aaron's got his multi-tiered setup. There's some kind of rotating stand, I think I've seen.
I'm here for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
When it's time to go, I'm happy to just put it all in a box, and I'll spend the day reorganising it at a later date.
Just wipe it in off the table. Yeah.
The thing is, I always try and put it away in some sort of order, because it's like, at least I know, then I don't have to worry about it. Of course, that doesn't really help. I
don't have to worry about it till the night before the next show.
You know that little mat thing they had in the middle where like the hand sanitizers were and everything.
Yeah.
They were literally pulling that up around me when I was playing the.
Please,
mate, come on.
Man, I can pack down from a toy fair in 15 minutes. Bang.
Yeah, you were rapid.
I'm always rapid, mate. Because like you, I'm just like, get in the box. If it doesn't fit, leave it. Just leave it behind. Doesn't matter.
But
it was a really good day, man. And like, I've got to say, selling wise, it was good. But at the same time, people are still getting used to coming out. It was the first weekend where masks were mandatory, although
everyone was good about it.
For the most part, I mean, the way that it was set up, absolute plaudits to the centre and Zooks himself, because it was really, it felt safe, it felt good. Not massive amounts of foot traffic, but that's to be expected. It's the first time. That it's been on. Hopefully, we'll pick up for the next month. But it was just really cool to see everyone and like talk toys and just to shoot it. Really, it was a nice day. I didn't enjoy getting lost on the way there. That wasn't
funny. That was
funny. I managed to get there no problem. And if anyone's going to get lost, it's going to be the idiot that's using an old map, not even a sat nav. Because
I would have been alright, but Aaron went. He basically went.
You guys were following each other.
Yeah, but Aaron went off piste on a roundabout, and I'm like, oh, he's gone the wrong way. I'm like, oh, it's all right because I've got it in my Google Maps. But like an idiot, I had the Pentagon Centre on my Google Maps, and Aaron had the Halfords, which was the correct thing to have because that's where the loading was. So I ended up on the roof of the Pentagon Centre going around. And I said to you at the time, man, you could set my house on fire, and I would be like, right, this is what we got to do. Get it done. Quite methodical, quite level-headed, but the most minor inconvenience. And I'm like, that's it. Sell everything. I'm done. All right, it's over. I'm going home. But Aaron guided me in.
Half 6 in the morning, you're on the phone to me like, going home, I'm stuck on the roof, I can't get out.
I'm leaving everything. Aaron guided me in, and a couple of very, very very fast smoked cigarettes later, I was all good again. So apologies for that. I won't do that again because I know where it is now.
But the thing is, though, you're on the phone to me. I'm trying to like bring boxes in and like try and set up, and I'm just like, you know, when you got the phone out like this, like, I'm not coming. I'm turning around.
Seriously, I could hear you.
And calm down. Calm down.
I could hear you.
I should have.
I was like, wow.
I should have rung Andy. Andy, I should have known that Aaron would have been. You know, Aaron takes 6 or 7 hours to set up at the best of times. He didn't need that level of distraction. So, yeah.
I set up pretty quickly.
You did set up quite quickly. I was surprised. And lesson learned. This is for us for next time. Is we don't need to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning to get there for 6:30 when Tom and Ken rocked up at about 7:30. I think we could get at least an hour's more sleep. So, yeah, it was cool.
I'm very much like to be set up.
Aaron should be leaving an hour earlier just to make sure.
Aaron needs to be packing down 2 hours early.
That's it. Yeah, Aaron, Friday night, Aaron leaves next time. Leave there Friday night.
No, I really really enjoyed it. Who else was there?
It was really good to see people. Really good.
Bromley Pickers was there.
Pizarro
Pieces was there. Ken, Robbo Toys. It was really, really good. Really good.
I saw a couple of people wearing Toy Division t-shirts, which was kind of
that was
odd. Like, it was a bit like, oh shit, that's
awesome.
That's our t-shirt. Like, it was really cool, but like, it was also like,
yeah, cool. Yeah, cool until I got to give them a reasonable price, and I can't charge 40 quid for a Hasbro figure. Yeah, don't want to get that reputation.
No, it was really good. Really, really good.
These Comic Cons in October for the Northern Peaks.
Oh, so I'd love to go, but that is a bridge too far for me as far as getting there. That is some.
My geography is awful. That's further than Birmingham, right?
Oh yeah. Considerably.
Can we come and stay in your house through Harvest? Maybe
do a mega live stream.
Yeah.
Or just eat beer and drink pizza.
We said that's too far.
Drink pizza.
We were happy to go to Belgium.
Sorry?
We were happy to drive to Belgium for a toy fair, you know.
That was for the full weekend though, wasn't it?
Yeah, true. We can go check out Leeds United Bay or something.
Don't pretend you know anything about football, mate. Jesus.
Well, they have a football club, right?
And what's their ground called?
Leeds.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Leeds. Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. We don't want to lose any. We don't want to lose any people like last week. Oh, we've already dropped someone off when the football talk started.
I know nothing about football. If you want to watch football chat, listen to me. It's great.
Yeah, man.
I've started watching it.
The Last Ride. If you can get past his suspiciously right-wing t-shirts and views, it's very, very interesting. Really interesting documentary.
I haven't watched it yet. I need to. I can't remember.
How many episodes is it?
I want to say 4.
Yeah, and they're like an hour long. It's pretty long.
It's comprehensive, man. But it's the same as The Dark Side of the Ring and an amazing series that was just called The Wrestlers. Amazing in that you don't have to be a fan of wrestling at all for it to be thoroughly enjoyable and gripping, because the story itself is it. The Undertaker, regardless of what you think about wrestling, I lost interest in The Undertaker when Paul Bearer stopped being, his manager and whatnot. But what an interesting story, and what a long time.
I like The Undertaker as a wrestler. I know he's not one of your favourites, but for me as a kid in the 90s or whatever, like he was a really good character.
Dude, in the 90s he was awesome, but now, don't get me wrong, I love The Undertaker because at any event, as soon as that bong, I'm like, sweet, I can go to the loo, I can make a drink, I'll come back, and he still won't have reached a ring. It's like your 10-minute warning to go and do something. It's good.
Thing is, though, I think he's again like you were saying, like now, obviously, like time's against him now.
So, he had to retire.
So when he did wrestle, it was always that kind of like 2 or 3 moves, chokeslam, bang, done. Do you know what I mean?
What you say that, and you're right to say that, but I'm really happy.
AJ Styles match.
Well, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy that he came back and did an actual live match, not the Boneyard match, because his fight against Goldberg was one of the worst fights ever, like literally ever recorded. It was Goldberg had concussed himself because he headbutted the door, and Undertaker looked like he was about to keel over. So it was like a really poor sign off. And then he came back a few weeks later and absolutely smashed it. He had like a genuine good fight, had the gas, didn't just do, oh, here's a choke slam and here's like the move set, actually got involved. Anyway, yeah, I got a lot of respect for Undertaker after that, because I'm like, man just turns up for the paycheck, but he didn't. I haven't actually watched all of it, but if that interests you, that documentary, he did a sit down chat with Steve Austin on the Broken Skull podcast.
I think that for me, that's more entertaining than the whole sit down retirement chat.
Oh well, the retirement chat is more of a behind the scenes, but the Stone Cold ones are genuinely interesting because he asked them questions that you're like, oh, Vince McMahon wouldn't want them answering that. Yeah, all right, Stephen, settle that. I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So I just saw that pop up. Like, just leave it up there.
What that does is show my prowess in setting up, because I got there later than everyone else, and I was still set up first.
Blue Harvest has gone open all. There you go. Leeds Comic Con. We're all going up.
I feel like I might get stabbed to death before I get there, though. When I sit there just criticizing Boba Fett all night.
No, I reckon. No, don't be silly. Boba Fett's cool.
Is he? I prefer Bob.
He's cool. End of story. Moving on.
Worst character.
It's. I'm in control of the live stream, so I'm gonna say. He's
okay,
cool.
sorry, my leader. Sorry.
Yeah,
I actually need to watch it. The last ride.
And watch Dark Side of the Ring, but don't be tempted into watching the spin-off Dark Side. It's like a chat about the episode. It's hard to watch and not very good. But the Dark Side of the Ring is a great series. It's a great series and very sad in places as well.
Oh yeah, I bet. Like, yeah. Well, we know what's happened to a lot of them, haven't we? So
yeah. The Owens one was. Yeah.
Oh, the Owen Hart one was utterly tragic. Chris Benoit, a lot of them just interesting, funny, sad, but yeah, insightful. That's when wrestling was the business, boys, back in the 90s.
I'm being summoned for some reason. Give me 2 seconds.
Well, while he goes off and be summoned, talking about wrestling, guys in the chat, are you all? I'm assuming you probably all subscribe to the Major Wrestling podcast and been watching them. But I'm not the biggest massive wrestling collector or anything like that, but I do really enjoy their shows because, well, they're eccentric. They got their kind of wrestling. Do you know what I mean? All that sort of stuff.
Man, they've got the chops to back it up. They know the people. They've been in the industry, and they're smart about it. Yeah.
But how even I think this is cool. I probably wouldn't buy them, but I'd still like. The only wrestling figure I've got in my collection is the Matt Cardona that I've got up there, like the Mattel retro.
Mattel Zack Ryder.
Yeah, Zack Ryder. Because I just it was like $6.99 on In Demand Toys, so it was a no-brainer, and I just enjoyed it. But how cool are these? Please work. Please work.
Is he gonna
click on? Is that the right? So they are their Super 7 figures.
That's pretty cool.
So this Super 7, I believe, is the same people that are doing AEW figures.
Yeah, but they're doing. Yeah, I mean, they're not what you consider normal. I say normal, the usual. They're more like Mattel style, aren't they? But done by Super 7. But they're cool.
Yeah, but they're cool. You got the hand interchangeable hands. They even come with little figures, little action figures of themselves.
That's worth it in itself. Just have action figures to give to your action figures.
You know it. You know it. You know it.
You know it.
Yeah, and also they are doing their own He-Man style wrestlers to go with it as well for ringside collectibles.
Which I'm not a massive fan of. I've got to be honest.
No, but it is cool that they're able to they've got that power to make their own figures.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are the voices of that. Most people that's where they get their sort of up-to-date information of wrestling figures from. So
they're even making their own. They're making a referee, which no one else has done, because they're fans. They obviously know that what the fans want a referee.
They've made referees before.
Yeah, but they haven't made them in this line, and they don't make too many of them, do they?
Don't make too many of them.
And even the bloke who does all their editing and stuff, even they made him a figure.
That's cool. Again, something that
I know. Sorry, go on.
I was just saying that Hasbro and Mattel and whatnot missed out with the smaller retro and original figures.
Yeah.
Referees, females, managers, like endless. Could have been endless, but there you go. Sorry, Andy.
No, I was just going to say I might, because I walked in. I went and killed a spider. So manly.
You're such a man.
What do you mean killed it? Why didn't you trap it and fry it outside?
Yeah, that's what I did. The
unbelievable.
They're going to be coloured, right? Or
yeah, that's just the prototypes. That's just the
right. Okay, because when I first saw them, I was like, I'm not in. I don't know. Not
bit grey for me.
Yeah, I thought they might be kind of like quirky and just leave it like that. I'm glad. But yeah, sorry. So good news. There's one less spider in the world.
It's very uncool.
I don't want to get into that.
I'll just to answer that is because people won't accept that taking chair shots to the face, to the head, plus undeniable, insurmountable grief over Eddie Guerrero can make you do some pretty crazy things. Very sad times.
The rich thing I've got is the old G.I. Joe size. Yeah, he's cool.
I'll have that one as well, man. That's a cool. Yeah, that's a cool figure. That's a cool figure.
Yeah, I know, right? Even I'm like that. Even I'm just like, I don't even like wrestling figures, but you know.
Hey, you ended up with a Zack Ryder figure.
Yeah, just while you were off killing spiders.
Oh, sorry,
Aaron,
sorry.
You missed some comments up there, Aaron.
Yeah, I know. I'll go back to it. How far up?
Someone's talking about Owen Hart.
Owen Hart? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jimmy.
Action Smash figure signed. Everyone has carded. Very, very great Owen Hart. Oh man, yeah, it's a sad situation.
That's a pretty cool card to have signed, actually.
It's an unbelievable card to have signed. Yeah, I've got the Action Smash signed, but I don't get that when I meet wrestlers. I don't get them to sign the cards. I get them to sign their actual figures. So I've got the I've got the Nasty Boys and Tatanka, Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man, Action Smash, a couple of others. But sadly, as I'm sure Jimmy, you are well aware, all of my favourites, all my very favourites, are sadly no longer with us. Though I'm annoyed I missed a chance to meet Animal and also Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I just didn't for some reason. But yeah, all the greats. Particularly,
I'll tell you what would be fun. That wrestling Comic-Con sort of thing they do. Is it up in Liverpool or something?
Yes, it is. I was talking to I think
that would be cool to go to.
It'd be amazing to go to, man. It'd be amazing to go to.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We could all meet Marci Jannetty and see how utterly insane he is now. Absolutely off his head. Love it. Yeah.
Right, let's catch up with the chat. I saw this one earlier. I was going to come back to you, Seamus. I was Gyro in his video at the weekend. He seems seriously bummed out. Can't believe it. Yeah,
sorry for Tom. Jesus,
he put a picture up today. He's been to a new boot fair and found more stuff.
He'll be fine. He was. He did come across as incredibly bummed out. Like,
I do feel sorry for him. It is kind of hard to go through a kind of dry patch, and I think from when me and him have been speaking about it and everything, I think he does really go through. He's got a lot of competition in his area. Like I think we're quite lucky with our sort of area that we kind of have. We don't have the monopoly on it. There's still people buying toys and stuff out there in our area, but I don't think there's as much our side as there is his.
The boot fair, like I said on Sunday, the boot fair that we usually go to, that I was at this week on my own, there was more people buying toys, and not just buying toys like specific toys. They literally were just like hoarding everything off the table into a bag, saying how much for all that. It's like, that's kind of unusual to see here.
It is, but right now the world it's not where it was. So this year's a write-off, man. People ain't going to boots. People are trying to scavenge more money. Like, you let it settle down. And the reality is it's all luck. Of course, it's all luck. You've got to be in it to win it. But you two have had some great scores this year, and yet me and Aaron went to one the other day, and literally nothing. I mean,
I bought a Polly Pocket annual.
Sorry, I'll take that back. A Polly Pocket album. That was
there's also been some where I messaged you guys going, "I'm going home. This is awful. This is crap. This is you know."
But then that time when I met you at
and then 4 hours after me walking up and down in the mud,
you were there.
Turn up and we find a box of toy.
But that was purely because it was like the last aisle, and they literally, as we were walking up it, I'm pretty sure we were both like, after this aisle, we're going. It's been 9
years. Yeah.
And
I had seriously been there for 4 hours. That car only turned up then. Like they weren't there at the opening. They were, they turned up late.
Yeah, it's. I don't like to see Tom, down. But and he said it himself. One good score, one bit of luck, and you're back on an upper, man. Like I feel that about my toys all the time, not about boot sales, whatever.
But also, the guy that's in the video, like selling the cars and stuff, he did reference eBay, but he wasn't selling it. He said he was going to do them cheaper than eBay.
Yeah, he did.
The guy's still got to make a living at the end of the day. Like you can't expect to go to a boot fair and find everything for 50p. Like there are so many more ways now for people to know. Like if we all do toy fairs and we sell stuff at toy fair prices.
I also sell things on eBay, so it's like
but like if we took our stand to a boot fair and put toy fair prices on it, no one would shop with us. We'd be the people in the videos of going, "Oh, this guy's a dick because they're selling stuff for full price."
Yep.
Like
there is the idea of a car boot is that you go there to get rid of as much stuff as quickly as possible. And the idea is that but people try and make a living out of it, don't they? They try and take their and that guy was saying it goes on eBay for this, doesn't it? Is it?
I have no idea. I don't get into cars. I didn't even know what he was selling. To be fair, in the video,
it was like was it a Ghostbuster or a Robocop car or something? Yeah.
I couldn't tell you if the value he said was true. But
it's just like I can understand that's real frustrating.
I know you're not on that comment, but I've just read a comment from Rye, and it's funny because that is exactly my thoughts on it as well. The last comment that's been put is exactly my thoughts on it. It's a difficult one because the more popular, Aaron does them, Tom does them, other people do them. Hello, mate.
Sorry, Salacious, just seeing you in the chat. Hello, mate.
What a rush. The more people put car boot videos up to show how much stuff they find and how you can make money out of it and how good it is. And I'm not having a pop at anyone. I'm just saying it's difficult, isn't it? Because you've got to promote yourself to become a viable, market. But the more you show people the inner workings behind the scenes, the more people go, I could do that. And I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying that it's interesting.
The one thing I don't do is that I don't tell people where I go for a car boot sale. I don't know how much I bought things for unless I'm keeping it for myself. And I don't say how much really I make from it because do you know what I mean? And
I'll tell you guys what I pay for something because obviously we're friends, but
of course.
You're not going to advertise that as Tom doesn't either. Do you know what I mean? I'm not.
Exactly, 100%.
You're not going to go like I pay this and I'm going to charge this because you also spent the time and effort getting up and missing out and nothing. Then you find something, and that's what it is, man. It's
eBay has become a way for people to make a living for the past 5-6 years, maybe even longer.
And for finding out that things that they have do have value, which is right on, man. I mean, I love finding something that's worth 50 quid for £1. But if someone goes, it's worth 50 quid, I kind of want like at least 20 for it. My thoughts are, fair enough, because it is worth 50 quid. Like,
But that's the thing, and like you were saying, people are more clued up. You can clued up. You can base your prices. You can type in, I don't know.
It's not even just.
You can type that into eBay and give you 200 different prices.
What's the closest thing to Aaron? Is it a Power Ranger? Surely not. Yeah, no, you're right. There's ways of finding things out now that I think Jimmy makes that point actually underneath Rye, that he's absolutely right.
But I think Tom's biggest thing in the video, Tom's the whole thing, and I've said this from day one, and all of us have said it, and me and Tom have talked about it before. If you're not having fun, stop.
Yeah,
like
we've all said that, haven't we?
But we're also quite lucky that the three of us, for the most part, be it two of us or all three of us, for the most part, we tend to meet up at car boots, and if we find nothing, it's still fun to do. But I can imagine kind of going out on your own week in, week out, it probably is quite tiring. I wouldn't want to do it.
Like you said,
I don't enjoy going to the
car boot and we don't find anything. We get a cup of tea, the three of us have had a chat and now we've had a laugh at a few things that have happened. And we always say, it was a rubbish car boot, but at least we had the hangs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, a rubbish car boot for find is never a rubbish car boot if we're like socializing. So
yeah, exactly. But it's hard. It is hard, and like a few people I'm seeing putting in the chat, like my big hedge faker, the ton of new eBay resellers on YouTube, they're not helping. Yeah, they're not. But it's there. It's a market, and these people get like thousands and thousands of views, and they do videos.
I'm shocked how many people, and I've said it to you personally, and I've said it to Tom.
Yeah, even I'm.
How many people look at the boot fair videos? And in my opinion, the boot fair videos are the worst. I hate them.
I don't watch them. I watched a bit before and a bit after, but the actual walking around, it simply doesn't interest me.
On my when you go into YouTube and you can see like what people do with your videos and everything, those car boot videos, the more part of that video that's watched is the walking around of the car boot, because they just want a car boot, and it's like, crazy.
It's like the worst part of the car boot. You get to see everything without actually being able to buy anything. Why would you want to do that?
Why I edit mine down to only show when I'm like about to walk up to a tape. But then I've had people comment saying, "Oh, I wish you left more of the car boot in." It's like, seriously, it's like literally like there's about 40 minutes of just looking at grass. Because do you know what I mean? It's just because
your camera work's so poor and the camera's on the floor.
Exactly. Or I'm like, yeah. It's great. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Going back to toys. Jimmy Crane. I met Owen in 1995 when I went to Canada. I met him. He was the nicest guy.
I've never heard anyone say anything negative about him at all. Apparently, he was an absolute gent. I believe Animal is back at London Comic Con this year if it happens. Basically.
If it happens.
Yeah, me and Vic were talking about it earlier on today.
Would you be excited at that, Aaron, if it happens?
They never sent me I asked for because what you got to do is that you send them an email, and then they send you a password and a link to get onto like a ticket site that basically that's how you buy your tickets and you pay your deposit and stuff like that. And she said she'll send it to me and then never did. Part of me sat there thinking, fuck, sorry.
Right, so on your channel, mate. On your channel.
After these chats, I usually get in trouble for swearing. So after this chat, young man, we're having a chat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. So the excitement of having you there. So they never sent me the login, so I just thought, Jesus, then it's probably not going to be on. They don't want to take any more people on. Me and Vic were having this conversation about it. I wanted to do 2 tables and backers, and that's like nearly 700 quid.
If you did 2 tables and backers, you best start setting up this year, mate, and you might be ready for next year as well.
but because I can quite easily do it and I can quite easily stall it out. But
yeah,
if it gets cancelled and they say we're going to keep your money for next year, that's a lot 700 quid of my money sitting in LFC Showmasters bank account
with no return.
Yeah. So it was like I don't really want to. I'm kind of, if it's bad for me and it's bad for them, because I don't trust it enough to pay the money. But if I don't pay the money, then how's it going to? Do you know what I mean? It's like a vicious circle.
The point is you spend that money because you know you're going to recoup it, or at least hopefully it and plus some on the day. You don't spend that money because you want to recoup it 14 months later. So yeah.
Was that Reading keeper announcing guests and stuff? And I'm like,
I don't mind Reading because it's the table cost is so low compared to others that.
Yeah, but still, they said we spoke about it a while back. It's still a gamble. Like,
I still need to actually look into booking into that.
I don't know how Reading could do it distanced.
They can't. It's too small a space.
Yeah. They'll just have to restrict the people coming in, which could be even worse for them.
Not being funny. Like, Claire went to Sutton today, like where we live. She went into like the local Primark just to have a look, and was like, well, she walked out straight away because there's people queuing to get in, but then as soon as you're inside, nothing.
Don't matter.
There's no avoidance of anybody. Like,
well, I mean,
like, no.
I don't want to be the doom spreader, but just watch this space, because in a couple of weeks' time, the conversation might be everything's off again because
it's getting a bit worrying, isn't it?
Places and all this, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, let's have good times. Let's have good times, chat, for now.
And the things that we've done with regards to the boot sales we've gone to, and certainly the Toy Fair on Chatham at Chatham on Saturday, I was I'm comfortable that restrictions were in place that weren't affecting in a negative way. People were sensible. I could control. All I care about is that I can control what I do, and if you're in that, environment, it's good.
I just want to jump on this comment now, but
man.
Zux is right. Two major organisers in the country. See, that's why I thought it was going to happen, because they're planning for November, but MCM's October one cancelled because they were like, "No, we can't do it." So it makes me think. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's 1 month's difference?
And also getting people over with regards to guests and stuff, like the travel's going to be an absolute horror show.
That ain't being funny. A lot of these guests, and I've seen it on their Instagrams and stuff, they're doing like stay home Comic-Cons where they're like charging people to and they'll do like 1-to-1 live chats with them. And do you know what I mean? Like,
a lot of the American guests wouldn't be able to come over here because they're not allowing travel.
Exactly.
Well, or they will allow travel, but you've got to come over for 3 weeks to do a weekend.
No, but I don't think America. Well, I'm not sure.
I'm sure there's.
Sure, Americans aren't allowed to travel.
I'm sure, depending on who you are, there's probably things that you can do. But what I mean is, if you are quarantining wherever you go in the world, there's this extra time you have to add on to things now for the moment. No, exactly. I think it'll be binned off. I don't think any of major events are going to happen this year. But I've been wrong about things before, including Rick Rude's cape. So who knows?
You need to complain about it. But
I do need to write.
We'll send another strongly worded letter to someone.
We'll send a strong word letter to Showmasters. Tell them what we think about what they're doing.
This guy's taking rummaging.
me and I wanted to go on this one. Me and Big C were talking about this, commenting on the videos with Tom. I said to Big C, I said, Tom reminds me of that. He reminds me of a Tom Cruise film in the 80s where he's good at hunting toys. He's good at it, but he's just had a little lack of confidence. He's having a wobble. He needs to go off search.
He needs a wingman.
Yeah, he needs a topless, oiled up volleyball team.
He needs to spend some time with his wife just to gain his confidence back, and then come back in and get like a massive haul in, like every Tom Cruise film.
Is Big C's picture Razor Ramon?
Yeah, it looks like Big C is in Tom's video. He had the Hasbro collector.
All
the retro Hasbros. That's him.
Cool. Now, just so it's either Razor Ramon or like a super sexy Superman. But either way, that's the kind of guy that I want coming with me at a car boot.
He's also massive as well. He's definitely the sort of person you want coming with you at a car boot.
You don't want me or Aaron with you, because I grab things and Aaron ramages.
Big C saw me in action. He was with Tom in the video where I bumped into Tom. When he saw me in full rummage action, just putting little things out here, there, and there.
Yeah. Whereas me and Andy just look at a store and go, nah.
To be fair, the car boot on Sunday was that bad. I was rummaging. I found the tail twin figure at the bottom of like a McDonald's box, like a Baloo wind up thing. I was like, oh, Aaron would be proud right now. And they're like, how much? They're like £2. I was like, no.
Always proud of a rummage.
Boys, I have to get that thing this weekend, or I'm going to be annoyed about it forever. I really hope you still got it.
100%.
Yeah.
I told you I spent over the odds on them. Don't say what it is. Yeah, you guys use a bit of Facebook Marketplace, didn't you? I do check Gumtree every now and then, but I don't have any luck. In fact, the last time, it's a funny story, I won't go into it, but the last time Facebook Marketplace came into play, me and Aaron were speaking to the same person, but we didn't tell them that we knew each other, and they were playing some very funny games about pricing.
Yeah,
weren't they, mate?
Yeah,
it was listed for like 300, and then you said how much? Like if I take everything, come there in half an hour. Oh, 400. Like,
no, they said £100 for this, £300 for this.
For that, yeah.
And I went, I'll take that for £100. And they went, oh, I wanted more like 250. And I was like, right, well, you've put £100. Yeah, but someone's offered me 300. And I'm like, have they now? And then they messaged Aaron and said 300, yeah. And he's like, nah.
Yeah, because they sold a couple of bits off. Because I said I'll take the whole lot for 300 quid. I'll take it all off you. I'm like 20 minutes down the road. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Off, gone, done.
Yep.
And they were like, now we want like 450 for it all. And then and then they sold it. They sold the 2 parts of it, which funny enough turned up on a Facebook selling site.
Yep.
A Facebook group. Someone going, oh, look what I got. And it was like, it was that. And then she came back to me saying, okay, we accept your offer of 300. And I was like, right, 300 for everything. And they were like, oh no, 3 bits of it's gone. So I was like, no, I don't want it.
But I said they said 100 quid for this one bit, and I went, I'll give you 120. I'll be there in 15 minutes, and I'll give you cash. And they were like, well, it's worth a lot more on eBay. And I just went, you know what? Put it on eBay. And good luck to you. I hope you get what you need.
I don't think it sold.
Well, it probably exactly. Knowing what it was, it probably did. I don't like the idea of don't advertise saying for a set amount. I get in touch with you, and then the price changes. That's ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, I think I know with certain sellers that when they assume just because something's retro or old, it's worth. Yeah, that's so true. We always have a laugh. We always laugh about the Star Wars tax.
That's what we call the Star Wars tax. If it's got Star Wars,
mate, it's worth £100. No, it's not. I had I kind of don't want to. Someone I went to school with messaged me about some Star Wars figures, Power of the Force. There was about 8 figures. And he asked me, oh, I know you collect toys and everything, kind of all that sort of stuff. I said, mate, I can offer you this because they're not worth much. And he didn't even reply back to me. And he then put them up on Facebook Marketplace for 200 quid for 8 greenback Power of the Force figures.
I mean, 200 quid. You can get them for like £4.50 each.
Yeah, exactly. At Nerdbase, when we were there, even in a shop, they were like £6.
Yeah.
The booth on Sunday, a guy had 3 the red and black cards on the table. He had like Yoda, Han, and Darth Vader. Right. And I was like, they're pretty cool. Like, how much are they? He was like, oh, £10 each, or if you want 2, I can do £6 each, so it'd be £12. I was like, okay. And he was like, oh, I've got more Star Wars. I've got some more vintage stuff. I was like, oh, have you got it here? He was like, yeah. He pulled out a bag of the green and yellow Power of the green, like greeny black card.
Yeah.
So like the second version or second wave. I was like, oh, what have you got on these? He was like, oh, these are more valuable. These ones, I could probably do £5 a figure. And I was like, okay, you got like 16 figures there, so that's like what, 80 quid. I was like, I can't do that. And he was like, oh yeah, but these are like real vintage stuff. I was like, it's not really that vintage. Like, I was like, it's actually a pretty fair deal, £5 each for like all of them. But I don't want them that much. Like,
it isn't. It's like someone mentioned earlier on in the comments. It is still a car boot sale. Like I get you want to make some money, and that's totally fine. But
he asked me how much would I pay. I said, honestly, I'll give you 40 quid right now. And he was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, go, come back before you leave. I was like, okay. Never went back. But
the thing is, though, like going back to it, you say I can get more on eBay. Okay,
he never mentioned eBay once, this fella. But like, he bought them at a shop, I guess, in the 90s.
But the thing is, like, you mentioned prices, but you mentioned things like that. Okay, go to eBay then. You go to eBay, put the picture up, write the listing, put the price in, sell it, go post it, get someone who messaged you saying it didn't turn up. Do you know what I mean?
Pack it properly. Go to the post office, send it. Hopefully it turns up.
Yeah, you made an extra tenner, but you've lost like. You're at a car boot sale. You're there just to get. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's why I said to him maximum 40 quid. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Is it to do with the yo-yos? Remember, I wanted the Coca-Cola yo-yos.
Oh yeah.
And he was a proper no eBay. They're £30-40 each. Yeah, do them like 25 quid each. It's like I'm spending 50 quid on 2 yo-yos.
They're traders, dude. They're just traders, mate. And it's like they probably have all that stuff on eBay at the same time. They take it down. It's like. I don't know. I like it when people tell you things about things you know about because you look like. So you go up and you're like, oh, that's cool. And they're like, mate, proper vintage that. Let me tell you about it. It's worth this, that, and the other. And you're going,
the guy I got the two He-Man figures off of on Sunday. Sunday. Like I said to you guys who I got it from, the regular guy that's always there and whatnot. He had a bag of tricks. Like, oh, they're from my display cabinet. Yeah, they stand really well. Prince Adam doesn't stand at all. His legs are like bowed out. You've clearly got one of your kids to run around this morning, and he's come back with them. Like,
I see some people mentioning charity shops. That's also a good shout. A good shout for charity shop.
I kind of don't bother with charity shops. If I'm passing them, I pop in, but I wouldn't go out my way to get to them. The next pack living in Sweden, I get to see UK weather and now people dealing with COVID, a small talk back in Blighty, and how desperate, shameless folks have got selling kids' potties at Boots. Yeah. People would sell anything to make money.
Where are you in Sweden?
Grey King, where are you in Sweden?
Just out of curiosity.
Yes. There's still that one charity shop in my town that's got that 80s Raphael sitting at the front, the big jumbo one. I've heard the mother has said that it's not opening. Shooting Star's not opening.
Okay. So
that's the RSPCA in town, and now the Shooting Star. All of them just not opening.
I've heard there's a couple of charities that have shut because of this.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few of them will struggle. I'd say that much. Yeah.
Moving on, we got a question in the chat from Stephen Lilly. I have a question. Is there one toy that each of you have always looked for and never found? It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be something you've had and just always wanted.
Ooh, I need to get my charger. Sorry.
Dodging the question.
No. It just came up saying, I was like, oh, God. I'm not used to laptops. Sorry.
Someone you look for. First. Yeah, go on, Aaron. You go first.
It was quite funny because I actually had the chance to have it in my hand. And it's at Nerd Base. It's the Power Ranger Command Center.
Yeah. Should have bought it. Should have bought it, mate. Should have bought it.
I'm pretty sure Craig would have done a deal for me. But
you heard the price and said no.
Yeah, I was a bit like, oh, no, the price was a bit much. Because I pretty much ended up spending that amount of money on about 5 different things instead of one thing. Do you know what I mean? But I was like, nah, I don't know. I'll have a think about it while I'm videoing it. And then while I was videoing it, some kid came in and literally bought like 10 Power Rangers stuff straight off. And that was one of them.
Full on rampage. Like, snaffled them all up, didn't he? That was good.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. I would say Jimmy's got it right for me. Them demolition figures. But I've not been looking for them for that long. I normally end up getting the things that I want or I lose interest in them. I was annoyed with myself because I lost a June sandworm. I used to have one, and I must have thrown it away when I had a midlife crisis and binned all my stuff. But then I just bought another one. It's not a very exciting story, is it?
Mine would be hopefully it classes as a toy, but it's a plush. It's a teddy. It would be a Super Ted. When I was a kid, I had the Ted Teddy, and we had the books. Like Super Ted was awesome. There's like a cartoon and stuff. But if I ever found that teddy at a booth there, I'd definitely buy it for myself, 100%. Never seen one.
Well, we'll find one. We'll find one for you.
It's totally random, but yeah.
It's nice getting to know the old sweet ladies working there and remembering to put things aside. Yeah, I've had a few saying that. I'll take your name and take your number and I'll put it aside for you. And I
have a mate called James who was known at all of the different charity shop places, and some of the stuff they put aside for him, mate, you would not believe. Like literally,
you and Hannah told me about. You got the blue snag.
Dude, a duffel bag, and he come around. He was like, "Mate, let's pick this up." Opened it up, and it was just full of very clean, very complete vintage Star Wars figures. Maybe 60 of them, including things like the Jedi training ball and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, all right. This is before I was cutting down, let's say, so I wasn't in the selling mode. But yeah, there is some good stuff out there. It depends who is doing it at the charity shop as well. A lot of people, they'll throw stuff away.
And also, I noticed charity shop, they're a lot more clued on, aren't they? Stuff going on eBay. I noticed like the British Heart Foundation's got their own eBay site.
British Heart Foundation are incredibly good at picking out things that are worth money and they put them on eBay, whereas other charity shops don't put them on eBay. But British Heart Foundation, where they get this stuff from, I've got no idea. They always get boxed G1 Transformers. stuff like that, like good stuff, but that goes straight on their eBay store. They don't put that in the shops.
Of course.
Yeah.
Vic, I cannot wait for Comic Cons. Can't wait to cosplay, but unfortunately, like they will count. Yeah,
I've
got a horrible feeling that all can be cancelled.
I think so. Yeah. I see.
Don't see anything going on. To be fair, since it's October and November.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in the winter time.
Unfortunately, I think this whole thing is going to spike again. Like in the winter time. I don't think it's.
Hopefully not. Probably not. Hopefully, then, if that is the case, like the weather will change, so no one will be going out anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes a difference. The only one seems to get on their knees, the proper rummage at these. Yeah, I know.
You got to remember as well, though, that Aaron chooses what he films. You know.
Yeah, to be fair,
never films me and Andy getting involved because it makes him look bad. So, and we don't.
Nah, to be fair though,
he never films us because we're getting better shit.
Is that right?
I remember that. Game on this weekend. Game on.
I'm 10 meters in front of you guys going, oh, I'm tired, my legs are, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm going home.
Is that a challenge this week?
Aaron's diving in a box of Playmobil. We're like, come on, he comes out of it and he's like, I found accessories.
Mate, you'll never guess, right? This thing here, if you clip it into 10 different other pieces, it forms the smallest part of the worst possible Power Rangers Zord. I'm like, I'm not impressed you found it. I'm impressed you knew what it was. That's impressive to me. You're like, this.
So Andy, that was some fighting talk. Are you putting the belt on that fighting talk this weekend?
Oh, best find at the car boot this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the belt's been obsolete for so long. Should we just start again, or
you're going to lose, son? That's what's going to happen.
We could start again if you want, and we can announce it on the live stream and get votes in the live stream and stuff.
You say start again, like there is no starting again. Andy has the belt currently. And we'll do a car boot challenge, and the person wins it. But to start again, I don't know what you mean. What, like, no one has the belt? Makes no sense. Oh. You have the belt, Andy. That's fine. It's fine. You have the belt. You are the reigning champion. But can you keep it? Can you keep the belt, Andy?
I think you need to put the belt up this weekend. After that,
we'll have to find it.
I need to see what happens with work if I can get to Boot Fairs. But yeah.
So he's forfeiting already. He's not going to keep the belt.
No, you know what's going on. It depends on what happens, whether I have to go somewhere or not. But if
goddamn ninjas.
Ninjas. Yeah. No, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll have a rummage. Well, Aaron will have a rummage. Me and Andy will have a coffee.
If we can organise it, if I can organise it, we can do a £20 challenge.
Oh, Steve,
£20 challenge. Just like the most interesting item found or something.
Well, does that have to be toys?
Mate, I have
some interesting stuff at Boot.
I'm not spending 20 quid at a car, but if I
find any Nazi memorabilia,
come to our one. If I wanted to spend £20 at the one me and Aaron went to the other week, I don't know what I would have bought. It wasn't a question of like,
it's luck of the draw, isn't it? It's just...
Oh man, yeah. So it won't be a set amount. It'll just be a whatever.
I like Danester's comment as well.
Oh, I literally lost the comment. Oh, there it is. So, Steve, I'm really sorry about that, dude. That's killer.
Yeah.
It kind of makes us not being able to go to Belgium a little like, I don't know. We couldn't go to Belgium. And
many people are in the same boat at the minute. Yeah. Like this thing's affected a lot of people, and it sucks. Like it totally sucks.
Slocious, you coming to Leeds Comic Con? Yes, he is. Slocious will be wherever the party is. Colin, you bought some good stuff, and you did get some good stuff off Tom.
Well, Tom done great. Tom done great at Chatham. He also sorted Johnny out, didn't he, from Monkeys?
Yeah,
Tom did really well. But his problem is a happy bad one in that it's great. He sold a bunch of stuff, but now he's got to try and restock, which is the challenge.
Yeah.
It sounds like Colin's every time Colin's got a different picture of like an amazing turtle figure in his picture. It's like
Colin was telling me some great stories from the. I hope you're still in the chat, mate. Telling me some great stories from his collecting days. Colin was there when it was in the golden era of collecting.
Yeah,
like especially with he loves his turtles, as you can see from his picture. But he was getting them on clearance.
Yeah,
like back in the day. And yes, I
remember what he told me what he paid for. I think it is this exact hotspot. I'm pretty sure he told me that this is one he had,
Probably, yeah.
Like the 90s, and he paid like peanuts for it. Oh,
Vikings. Hope you're still in the chat, mate.
Hey Andy, I didn't say nothing.
DC Toys. Power of the Force, love them, nice slave. Yeah, I had the I remember, was it last year? I picked up the Shadows of the Empire slave one.
I think it was, yeah. I remember you got it.
Yeah. And gave it to my brother because I'm that much of a good guy. Because it was the only one he didn't have from that whole line.
Gave it to his brother.
That was the purple box, right?
Yeah, it was the Shadows of the Empire one. Yeah,
that was such a nice backing they had.
Oh, but
all those figures, like the card. Yeah.
I swear to God, like if they brought out, you know how they're doing the vintage collection Black Series, like it's in like the old packaging. If they brought out the Shadow of the Empire range of figures in Black Series with that, I'd be shut up money.
To be honest, I think even I'd buy them, and I haven't bought Black Series for a long, long time because I'm fed up with it. But I think I could. I really like that purple packaging.
That purple card is awesome.
Yeah. And Aaron only charged his brother 300 quid. I mean,
yeah, I know, right? Mate rates.
Family discount.
Mate, you just see what they go for on eBay. You've done him a favour in many ways.
Such many by selling items instead of looking at complete listings. Yeah, this is the easy way of doing it.
An age-old problem of people going, it's going for 600 quid because you've seen someone that wants 600 quid. Like, Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Or there's 6 of them being sold for all different prices, and you take the highest one. Yeah. They go Andy up north.
Umie.
Sorry, my
Umia. I was meant to go there once. I was meant to do some recording at a studio called Ton Technic, which was is owned by Pelle Henriksen. Fact.
Did you get done over by him as well, Zux?
I don't know who that would have been.
I'm pretty sure.
The only guy with any manga stock there was a totally stand-up guy and super trustworthy and respectable.
Anyone with that thick a mustache is dodgy as.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. It took me a while to read that and be like, I think that's Dan.
I'm going to be emailing you some pictures, buddy, because I've been in my garage, basically.
So there you go. Jimmy's got you covered, Dan, with the demolition figures.
Utter legend. And let me know if there's anything I can do in return, because I always am looking
Dan, if you see in the chat, hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Hope all is well.
Yes, I hope you are good, mate. I hope you are good. Long time no speak.
He had some great pickups on the weekend.
He did. I saw the is it the She-Ra figures he got? Decent finds. Took the kids to Stockholm Comic Con last year dressed as Carnage.
I'd like to see that. He was dripping tomato sauce, just dripping tomato sauce.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So were all the kids dressed as Carnage, or he was dressed as Carnage?
That's
I read that as the kids were dressed as Carnage. I read was dressed as Carnage. That's pretty cool.
Or the kids just went to Comic Con and caused Carnage.
Yeah. I took the kids to Stockholm Comic Con last year dressed as.
Okay,
it was Carnage. I'm saying that Craig was dressed as Carnage.
I'm saying one was cancelled. Oh God, which one was cancelled?
They're all getting
46 in the chat and 16 likes. Yeah, smash the like button. I always keep forgetting to say that. Smash the like button.
I don't. I'm not bothered, mate. It's
someone on my channel. I don't care.
Well, no, not even that.
I never even realised there was that many people watching us. I feel like I should gel my hair next time. Like Jesus.
I'm all self-conscious now. Yeah. It's all good.
LFCC in November. Yeah, fingers crossed, Pete. That is on.
Yeah.
Pete the Pirate.
Blue Harvest. I had my toy shop. I got 3 boxes of Power Rangers, Transformers, Star Wars for 25 quid at a charity shop. Sold a lot. Nice. Mark, what was your toy shop called? Just out of interest. I'd like to know.
Oh, or should we all guess what it was called before he tells us?
I reckon it was Star Wars related.
Jabba's Toy Room. No, there's no. That's a Facebook thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Wampa's Collectibles, knowing him. Didn't mean to bring sadness to the stream, but for me, I had a zippy plastic man got me when I was 5 years old before she passed. Oh man, that's
a happy ending.
Man. That's rad. You found one. That's what it's about. We're talking about this the other day, man. People go, "Oh, what's the best thing you found? What's the most worthwhile?" You know, it's like sometimes it's not about money. Sometimes it's not about good. It's about I wanted that. I legitimately, actively wanted that, and I found it out there. And I wasn't expecting it, and that's when it's all about boot fairs. When you just come across stuff
100%.
like that. Awesome.
100%. Standard snowtrooper skill with slilts and lose me. My fave fig. They have several versions. I actually spent some time a while back.
He did hook me right up. It basically schooled me in a very good way about the differences.
Yeah. What was what?
I literally vintage Star Wars variants. Just.
I'm pretty sure Ken's got one at the moment with the skirt slits. I need to speak to him because I saw. He did have a complete snowtrooper, and I did look at it, and I wasn't sure if it was the round punch holes or the slits, but we'll get you one, mate. As I say, I'm pretty sure you've got hundreds of these bloody things, but
not defended for too long. You must forfeit his belt. Lost his smile. Yeah.
That's a bit.
If you're referencing me as being HBK, I'll accept that. And next time I'll come in arseless chats with it's just a sexy boy.
All right, yeah.
I'm up for himself a sexy boy in front of 50 people. I think he's more like a Sami Zayn character.
Hey, if it works for Shawn Michaels, for me.
Well, don't have Shawn Michaels anymore, mate. If anything, he's the lazy-eyed boy.
He's just living life for his daughter now, isn't he?
He's concussion boy.
All right, wrong person. Sorry, forget that. Scrap that.
You're thinking of Mick Foley.
Ric Flair, yeah.
Oh, Ric Flair. Well,
Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Lord Sadism. Even though, can you guys recommend any shop like Monkey's Emporium which sell online? Just online gives you a wider choice than sticking to your local area. Yeah. Nerdbase. The Vintage Toy Monster.
Yep.
Is he online?
I don't know if he is online. He's on Instagram. I don't know if he's got an online shop. Mike's got a shop, and he called the not just a comic shop, not just a comic book shop, but I think or
is it the Asylum?
Sorry,
I think it's more new stuff as opposed to vintage stuff. I mean, Nerdbase, Monkeys, Vintage Toy Monster. If they have an online shop, if they don't, get yourself down there because it's great.
I've just typed it in. I don't think he has a shop, but he has a Facebook and everything. There is an
Facebook and Instagram.
Hold on. Oh, maybe not. No, sorry, he doesn't. Scrap that. But if you live in the Portsmouth area,
pop into Vintage Toy Monster. Yeah. I mean, basically, Monkeys, Nerdbase are pretty much.
What was the other shop Ben keeps going to down that way? Sorry, not Sam keeps going to. TF Nation.
Retro Cod or something, or Retroformers.
Was it Retroformers? We'll get back to you, Lord.
Ben, if you're still in the chat, let us know which one Sam done a video at. The Transformery one.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. There's that shop in Derby as well, isn't there?
You got Leicester. Leicester's.
Leicester Vintage Toy. Yeah. I think Leicester they all know about that one as well.
I'll tell you a good one. Plastic Crack Collectibles in Wales. The guys that hooked me up with the Garbage Pail Kids. They got some amazing stuff. Yeah, Plastic Crack Collectibles. They're really good.
Entertainment.
Someone just put it on the comments. Space Bridge. I think that's the one done in.
I swear, Aaron just went the Entertainer. They've definitely got an online.
Entertainment World. World. They're up in Birmingham.
Space Pants.
Space Bridge.
Ah. I used to go to a really cool toy shop in Blackpool. I'm not even sure if it's still there, but the guy was awesome. Yeah, it was. That's useless information. I don't know what it was called. There we go.
There you go, guys. Read it. Take it in.
Hotspot Sandstorm and Half Court for just under £9 for the 3. A bow.
We'll be back in 1 second.
I'm pretty sure Colin bought more than one of each as well.
Probably did. Colin's the man.
I remember seeing him in the shops. I just wasn't into turtles. I was too busy buying boglins and military muscle men.
Great, that's crazy. I started collecting World War II medals, propaganda leaflets. That's crazy cool. Don't get me wrong. Stopped during the influx of fake Nazi stuff. So I completed my vintage Star Wars loft collection. Got all figs 70. Oh, well done, man.
Nice. Very
well
nice.
Done, man.
Very nice.
Very nice. Just bought Demolition on eBay, loose and complete. Cost me 150 postage.
Yeah, yeah, Tom told me. I didn't realize it was Big C. Tom said one of his mates just got him recently who paid 150 quid. I'm like, I'd pay that tomorrow. But as Big C says, and I just need to keep an eye out for them. But you're right. As soon as they come up, they're gone. And I don't want to buy from America because you just get rinsed on postage, but then you get rinsed again on customs. And I would rather buy them from here. So,
can I just say something?
Can
I just say something?
Did Brentford win?
Brentford just won.
Oh, what was it? 2-0?
3-1.
3-1. Have some of that.
Playoff finals, here we come. Please don't leave the chat. I'm begging you.
15 more minutes, guys. 15 minutes, and we'll leave you alone. Andy's back. Murdered.
Oh my God, that's a pace and a half.
We'll just call
the flat's falling apart. My girl just got out of the shower and like. Remember before I told you that the shower like burst through the wall?
Yes.
Yeah, something similar just happened now. Oh, fuck.
So basically what you're saying is Claire's broken it.
Yeah, what'd I miss?
Brentford got through to
Brentford.
Yay, go football, friends.
Go football.
You know what? It's one of those. That was his shop, Mark's shop, Brew Harvest Vintage. What were we expecting?
Oh, I thought it was going to be the Wampers Cave. That's what I was going with.
Wampers Wonders. That'd have been good.
Wampers Wonderland. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Make up like a Christmas grotto. Oh, think about that.
Gower's Cave.
Christmas grotto.
Like a Christmas grotto, and on the way out, you get upside down. It'll be brilliant.
Toy Division does Christmas Wonderland. I was garnished my over Zion smiling, the wife Captain Marvel and daughter superhero Barbie.
Nice.
That was amazing.
You're right. Families that cosplay together stay together. That's what I've heard.
2%.
Damn it, that's where my family went wrong. No, I'm joking.
Oh man, seriously, dude, that's amazing. I was still doing 30-year-old charities, obviously. Well, not that you were crying, but obviously crying because of that amazing thing that happened. It's cool when you find things like that.
Jimmy's sending us some mixed signals on his messages. We're all like, "That's so good, man!" But it's like the end bit's so good, not the whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm not
I know, right?
in a charity shop, but I'm glad that you found it. It's cool.
I swapped my scooter as a kid for a Wolverine figure.
Dude, I swapped a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids for Garbage Gang. What was I thinking? Swapped a bunch of Muscle Men for Action Force. When I was a kid, I was an idiot. I mean, I'm an idiot now, but I we have eBay, so I can tell.
I think I'm more of an idiot now than I was when I was a kid.
I was terrible.
Yeah,
for
100%.
It's a disaster.
We get 30 in our stream. Your streams are good, man. They're good.
I would say 30 is anyone's in. I'm surprised that there's like two people.
I'm happy to get one person.
I'm happy Andy's on. I'm happy Andy.
Yeah, we've got Andy in the stream. I'm happy if it's just like Vic in front of us. Like, hello, Vic.
Like a car boot. It's about the hangs, guys. It's all good.
Yeah, 100%.
You may have noticed that I didn't get my Apple Tango endorsement, so I've moved on to Iron Brew.
So please sponsor me for Iron Brew.
You can do Iron Brew and a Jägermeister shot. It's great.
Eesh.
There we go. It's taking him an hour and a half, but we got some alcohol talking.
Yeah.
The Haggis Bomb's great.
That what it's called?
A Haggis Bomb.
That's what we named it in the pub. Basically, they ran out of the bar we go to in Clapham. They ran out of what was it, Red Bull? So we went next door and bought a bottle of Iron Brew, and then we started doing Haggis Bombs instead of Jaeger Bombs.
I feel like that would be nicer than the Red Bull Jaeger Bombs.
It all went down and came back up the same way. This was a few years ago. This was anyway. Yeah, it's true. Collect whatever you want. If people seriously, it doesn't matter what people collect. If you've got like one thing that is like the guy that got the zippy, like if that's the one thing that means something to you, then
I find it's good. If you have one thing, then that is not technically a collection. It's just one thing.
Yeah, but it could be your collection. Like, not everyone can have like a room dedicated to.
No. But I mean, a collection surely is more than one thing.
Well, you need to have two things. Like,
yeah. But I agree and totally support your sentiment. Get what you want, man. If it becomes worth money in the future, cool. But if you're buying stuff to sell later on, then you obviously need to keep an eye on that. But if you're buying it to enjoy now,
my stuff's so high, I don't think there's any money in anything for.
Mate, don't do yourself like that. Those Willow stickers, that is your pension. That is your retirement fund.
and if I ever have children, this is what they're getting.
Do you remember,
Daddy, will you get me a house or a car? No, son. Something even better than that.
I'll give you two half-open packets of.
I'll give you the legs of Mad Mightigan. I couldn't find the top half, but there we go. It's something for you to try.
There we go. Scav the bike and hack.
Do you remember at Download when we came up with Spritanic?
Yep.
Which again was Jägermeister and Sprite, because that's all we had left to mix. So we just mixed like a whole bottle of Jägermeister into like half a bottle of like Sprite and came up with Spritanic.
Didn't we have to try and drink it before we walked into the arena?
Yeah, because you couldn't take any alcohol inside the arena.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was fun. My Carnage costume was a shop bought lycra on, all the zip up, bit of reading in the crotch area. Carnage at the beach. I like that. Carnage at the beach.
We're reading around the crotch area. Sexy Carnage. There's nothing I won't turn into sexy face. Sexy nurse, sexy cat, sexy Carnage. I'm into it. That would be a strange thing to get into, wouldn't it? Brooks Collectibles, yes. And he has like a couple of shops back to back. Just he's been there forever, and had some really good stuff.
There's an Elite Smash figure on eBay, UK seller, £60 plus.
There is, mate, but he's missing his jacket and he's missing his hood.
Yeah, loose. So it's obviously the same figure.
I don't want to spend £60 or £64 on something that I've then got to spend another £40 buying a jacket and a hood. I will do if I have to, but I'd rather find them complete.
Pete, in the chat, yes, we still do t-shirts. 2 seconds. I've just posted the link in the comments. Buy your Toy Division t-shirt.
We're actually doing really a bad job today by not wearing any t-shirts. But yeah,
I'm wearing my UK United Round t-shirt.
I'm wearing trousers today, so count yourself lucky.
Yeah, I'm wearing nothing underneath. This is like when I'm at work on my like meetings calls at work. T-shirt, fine. Pants underneath.
Yeah.
Aaron sorted me out. Slam ham, baby.
Slam ham. Yeah, love it.
Ooh, ham and slam, guys. Read your own bloody t-shirts.
I'm drunk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Action Force. I've seen some videos on those. We didn't have them here in the States, but they look amazing.
It's essentially G.I. Joe.
They're basically Joes, aren't they? Or are Joes basically Action Force?
Yes. Well, I think for us, it was Action Force. It was called Action Force first for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did it first, though? America or USA?
Almost certainly America
and USA is the same place.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I could be totally wrong here. This is me talking about something I don't know about, but I thought G.I. Joes in America, when they first brought them out, they were like 12-inch action men style, and then they gradually,
But they came over here as action men.
G.I. Joe or G.I. Joe then?
Well, over here it was.
I think they were G.I. Joe first, and then they came over here. But Palitoy made Action Man.
Correct.
And then made Action Force.
Correct.
Because Joe's smashed out the water by Star Wars, so they made their own Star Wars size figures, but with heavy articulation.
Yeah.
Well, they had knee and elbow joints.
Yeah, it was cool.
Some of them didn't have that. They were like, if you haven't got a gun, they just look like they're.
Yeah.
What I did.
No, Action Force were only 5 points of articulation, weren't they? They didn't even have elbows.
They were just like vintage Star Wars figures. Yeah.
I really hate figures that are molded in certain positions that only look good if they then have their accessories. As soon as that accessory's gone, useless.
I saw this actually in the comment on the Facebook group. What is Automan?
I don't know. I was when he put the picture up. It was the first time I heard of it.
I feel like everyone's YouTubing right now. Googling right now.
Everyone's on a rampage to find me demolition figures. This is excellent. What is Automan?
Yeah, because I saw the picture and I haven't been very active on the group at the minute, but I honestly never heard of Automan. I don't know what it is.
It looks blue guy.
Yeah. The picture was of a blue, like human looking guy.
Yeah.
It looks Tron-esque, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like was it a TV show?
I'm hoping he would.
There we go.
There we go. He's commented before you did it. Automan was a bit inspired, but it was inspired by Tron apparently.
Okay, that's cool.
80 TV series inspired by the first Tron movie. Awesome.
Oh, someone up there has schooled us on Action Man.
Was that I saw? 2 seconds. Pete, you're a star. Thank you very much, mate. You're a hero. Put a picture up with you wearing it.
Just a t-shirt. I'm joking.
Yeah, just a t-shirt.
He's shirt cocking it.
We should do briefs. I'm joking.
We should do that.
Yeah, with Toy Division just over the crotch.
We should do the Toy Division calendar.
Hey, I'm up for it.
What's that like?
Andy wasn't given a spin-off from the original Action Man. Maybe it could be.
Could well be. It could well be.
All I know is that Action Man was made in the 90s.
Well, it wasn't.
Yeah,
that's about as far as my Action Man knowledge comes from.
Action Man was made in the 90s, but that was the remake of Action Man, which was upsetting.
That's the one that I had. Although, funny enough, saying that at the car boot sales and everything, for some reason, you know, when you see one thing and all of a sudden you see like 5 of the same thing. That blue 90s.
Cobra Commander.
Canoe. Action Man
Canoe. Right, yeah.
But I saw it at the car boot I went to on my own on Sunday. The car boot me and Vic went to, and then I watched a couple of people's car boot videos, and I saw it in those videos, but it was like different. It wasn't at the car boot. It was like, why is it appearing?
It's a cursed one.
But Major Iron Blood and Skull Smasher were unique vehicles. Well, seriously, I don't know.
If we're talking about Action Force, like G.I. Joe, so that if that's Red Shadow, I mean, I've got Iron Blood, and I've got the Skull. I can't remember what it's called now. It's getting late.
Robo Skull,
yeah. The Red Shadow stuff is, I love it, but the Shadow figures themselves irritate me because they're all doing that, and that just annoys me. I've got loads of them, but they annoy me. And I don't like Man, and I don't like the one with the deep sea diver's helmet. But
there you go. Question for all of us guys: what was your favourite cartoon as a kid? And notice I said cartoon, so no Power Rangers.
Is that aimed at me?
Yeah.
Like, what?
You're not my friend anymore.
Thundercats. 100% Thundercats. As a kid, Thundercats for me was amazing.
When do you stop being a kid?
Well, you've got that. Yes, up until.
I mean, my favorite cartoon as a young teenager was Ren and Stimpy.
Younger, like a kid, like.
So you like pre 10 years old?
Yeah, I guess.
I really don't have a favorite. I've got ones I really enjoy. It's hard to say what was my favorite. Like X-Men, Spider-Man, the 90s X-Men, the 90s Spider-Man.
That's because you're a 90s kid, I guess. Like,
yeah, exactly. Street Sharks.
There were some great cartoons in the 90s. Some great cartoons.
Amazing.
One I was purely massively into, and I think every 90s kid was into it as well. I was a huge Pokemon fan. I was proper sucked into it. I had everything. So, yeah, I'd probably have to say Pokemon because that just took over. That was a phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
You could say it was a pandemic.
a Poke-demic. I like Dungeons and Dragons, and
I never got into that. Never.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I've never watched a single episode.
No,
I enjoyed it. There's a few that I enjoyed, but I probably liked 90s cartoons more, like Cow and Chicken and Johnny Bravo and
Thundercats or Mask, man. Come on.
But
I enjoyed all that. I watched all cartoons, but I'm talking about stuff that I still watch to this day. I'll watch. I think we've had this conversation before. We live in a golden age of cartoons, mate. Adult Swim are absolutely.
Yeah, you're like a broken record. Everyone now doing cartoons, watch cartoons, blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, I think I put it slightly better than that, but the gist is 100%. Thanks for showing that you both. Thanks for showing me in the same time that you do listen to what I say, but you have maximum disrespect for me.
After everything you said about us two, about Power Rangers and about Andy, and then as soon as it's like
cartoons from today, oh, you're missing out, man. You don't watch Thundercats Raw, do you? The new Thundercats cartoons, brilliant.
The one that everyone hates.
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
I watched it when I was standing in your doorway, with the social distancing when I came over just to say hello. It looked pretty cool, but I haven't actually watched.
You'd enjoy it purely because it references original Thundercats loads more than people give it credit for. It's good. It's good.
But as an adult watching cartoons from the 80s, even with like the figures I've been collecting lately, I've been buying lots of 90s stuff. I'm like, oh man, 90s stuff's actually really cool. But the cartoons, I don't know, like if you've ever seen Tiger Sharks, watch a couple of episodes of Tiger Sharks. It's really good. And it wasn't like a massively popular show here. So good. Like Galaxy Rangers as well is a great cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, someone's mentioned Rocco's Modern Life, EC's Toys, 100% Rocco's Modern Life.
Love Button Moon.
Button Moon.
Thundercats.
Wait, quality theme tune to Button Moon. Underrated.
Battle Planets. I love Battle Planets.
Battle Planets quality.
Never
I like Jason the Wheeled Warriors. I used to watch.
Yeah, Jason the Wheeled. Dreamstone was cool.
Here's a 90s one for you. James Bond Jr. It was all right, that.
Cow and Chicken, yes. And Dexter's Laboratory.
Ren and Stimpy, Angry Beavers, all of that.
Angry Beavers, yes.
All of that. Cartoon Network used to be the one. And it is the one again now, other than some of the Adult Swim stuff. But
Wacky Race, I used to love. And the other one, I had to tell Vic about it because she didn't know. Catch the Pigeon.
Catch a Pigeon, yeah.
Catch the Pigeon. Was that a spin-off from Wacky Races?
Yeah, it had Dick Dastardly and Muttley.
Yeah. Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah. I recently came across all of that on DVD, so I have not.
I've never watched Andy Wynn's cartoon.
No, I don't.
Sadly, I'm not winning at life right now. Yeah, we're winning.
Those two words don't go together. Thundercats,
Thundercats. Big shout, big love for the Thundercats in the chat. Galaxy High.
Galaxy High was good.
I remember that.
Next time we talk, we're going to talk about the best theme tune because I still maintain that it is X-Men is the best theme tune for a cartoon.
Bucky O'Hare had the best.
Yeah.
Well,
Bucky.
Mask for me, I love the Thundercats tune, but I think that's just because I love the Thundercats cartoon. But Mask, the intro to Mask is amazing.
Yeah.
I've been watching all the. I'm still going through the X. I've watched the Spider-Man series. I'm watching the X-Men as we speak. Well, not now, but I'm watching it as the moment. Wildcat cartoons.
You guys have got.
Was that football? Wildcats? Are they footballers?
So.
Centurions.
Man, I forgot.
You've got to try. Got to try and get on a. It's a mixed media cartoon with live action called Zorn. I'm sure people have watched it, but it's that's excellent.
Hey Arnold, hey football head, great one.
Maybe for next week we should try and do like a top Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls
is amazing.
Genuinely good. Like
no, it's honestly good. Is it Mojo? Who's the baddie?
Yeah, Mojo.
Yeah, it was a monkey, wasn't he? Mojo Jojo was saying. Yeah.
Mojo,
They're the devil as well.
Maybe next week we should compile like a top 5 of our. I don't know, 90s, 80s, 2000s cartoon. Like
I was never massively.
That is next week's chat.
I was never into Inhumanoids hugely. I didn't really know much about it, but goddamn, I want a lot of the toys. The Inhumanoids toys are awesome.
Right.
Small Soldiers is amazing.
Colin, Small Soldiers is an amazing film.
Never seen it.
What?
Awesome film. You should watch it. It's great. You'd love it. For all the toy stuff you go through, you'd love it.
Nah.
Honestly, I'm surprised.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen The Lion King. I was too busy watching Hard Boiled and Bad Taste on repeat. I had a very strange childhood.
You did.
Yeah.
You did indeed.
But Small Soldiers has Kirsten Dunst.
Whoa, calm down, Andy.
Hard Boiled has Chow Yun Fat in. I don't know where you're going with that.
Let's just say Small Soldiers was pre Bring It On. So.
Yeah. People mentioned we'll get back to cartoons next week because I'm seeing
next week's going to be a cartoon episode.
I'm seeing the raccoon.
Right, we have got to come back to next week's chat.
Yeah,
with 5 cartoons.
Easy.
Or what we do
any era.
We do a cartoon draft. So we'll put a list of cartoons together.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a draft of who the top 5 to pick them out. Okay. Cartoons.
Yeah.
And then the week after that, we'll all go off and find out, like, try and put whose cartoons are better.
Okay. So like a versus sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So next week we'll do. Next week we'll do. We'll go through them and we'll pick 5 out, and then
any era. Yeah. Oh, you boys went for a treat. I'm gonna make you watch Metalocalypse. Oh yeah.
Might be a good idea to have like something that you can back up with toys and everything.
No way, man! It's got to be super weird and totally like no one knows what I'm talking about, and then I look cool and elite and like I know what I'm doing. I have got Metalocalypse toys as well, so that's cool.
And then what will happen is that when we defend them in the chat, people in the chat can vote who's actually the winner, who's put the better argument for what's the better cartoon. There you go.
I'm in
the
Toy Division cartoon live draft or something like that.
I hate homework, and this feels like homework.
It's not homework. It's fun.
This feels like a chore now. Now we'll do it. Right, let's let these people go.
Well, earlier on in the chat, if you remember that far back, I did say I was going to open this box of goodies.
Oh, dude.
So before we go, oh my God.
I'm not interested now because someone, old school Shinobi's mentioned Christina Ricci. Yes.
I'm going to go and Google her.
I'm going to Google her for a little bit. See how that goes. What you got there, Aaron? What you got?
In-Demand Toys have actually used bubble wrap.
Nice.
Why would they not normally use bubble wrap?
They're notorious for not using bubble wrap. But
really?
Everything turns up all right. But yeah. There you go. In-Demand Toys. Plug. Woo. Buy stuff from In-Demand Toys. They're actually really nice people. And
people that asked earlier, someone asked earlier about toy shops to buy from. In-Demand Toys, they do good stuff.
In-Demand Toys. But these are all modern stuff. So In-Demand Toys, Kapow. So we have a shiny carbonized Boba Fett.
Oh. The best character in Star Wars.
100%. We have a retro Green Goblin.
It's pretty cool. Like the colours.
I do like them. I think I might. Him and Spider-Man.
Never seen someone so miserable about getting something that they want. I like them. Might have to buy one.
Well,
I thought about the Mad Balls, dude.
Commander Black Series.
He's cool. Those new Mad Balls, I think I'll be getting.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know they'll do all 9 of them as well, and it'll be like, oh.
And last but not least, the man himself. Spider-Man.
I do like the packaging on them. They're really, really vibrant.
They are awesome. Yeah. I can't get
it's got the theme tune in my head now.
Wow, 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 wow. There you go. That was my box of excitement.
That's cool. And you're still waiting for some more pre-orders, aren't you?
Well, 2 shipped today. So I've got 2 on the way today.
Nice.
That was a nice £55 that I spent last night, which was a bit killer. I think I've still got a few more. So hopefully they'll be here next week.
Cool.
Guys, you guys in the chat have been absolutely amazing tonight. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything. Thank you very much for watching the videos and subscribing and everything. It means a lot to us. If you haven't already, join Toy Division, join the group. It's an amazing group. There's some really cool stuff on there. Follow Andy's Toys and Models on Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube as well. He's finally changed his name. Mr. Dan Plastic, that way. He's on Instagram. Go follow him. if you haven't already followed me, Empire Toys 1138 on all
Look at that shit.
That's cool.
Guys, again, like I say, I always say it, and I really mean it. I really appreciate everyone who like supports us and everything, and for just
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, you guys make this more than we make it. We're just puppets. So yeah, I'll stop rambling now. Guys, go enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night evening. Happy hunting at the weekend. Hope you find some cool stuff.
Show us what you get on the Toy Division Facebook group. Show us what you get.
Happy hunting at the weekend.
Oh, okay. I heard. Don't worry.
No.
Right,
watch that back because it didn't sound like hunting.
Oh.
Good to have you back, Andy. Good to have you back.